legislative committee. Everyone's present except Commissioner Anita Epperson. She's sick, and so she's staying home. Now it's time for prayer. Let us pray. Our Father, who art the hope of all the earth, remember us in love and guide us by thy wisdom. We ask thee to grant blessings upon thy servants, our community leaders, our county mayor, our commissioners, the city mayor, and councilmen. Bless us with the spirit of wisdom, goodness, and truth. May law and order, justice, and peace prevail. Defend our liberties, preserve our unity, and guide our community. To the honor of thy holy name, amen. The first item is approval of January 17th, 2023 Rules and Legislative Committee minutes. Moved. Second. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? The second item is consideration of placing the January 24th, 2023 Special Call Commission minutes on the March 14th, 2023 County Commission agenda.
Make a motion to send to the commission without a recommendation.
Second.
All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? The next item is consideration of placing the February 14th, 2023 Commission minutes on the March 14th, 2023 County Commission agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, there's motion second. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? The next item is consideration of placing notary applicants on the March 14th, 2023 County Commission agenda as requested by County Clerk Donald Thomas.
Move to approve.
Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, next is Veterans Department. The Veterans Report is in our packet. I believe there were 51 veterans that were transported to the VA hospitals, and 53 came by the office to speak to our officer, which, and then I think, Mike, would you bring us up to date on what's going on in the office?
Sure. Right now, the average age of our veteran in this county is 73 years old, which means that we have many of them who are unable to come to the office. So what we needed was ability to remotely go to their place and take care of it from there. The other thing is we have different conferences that we go to. I'm also a state VSO, so we need to set that up there for veterans as well throughout the state. So right now I'm working with the IT department, and I just got approved by Robert on the funds to move them back and forth, so it's not going to cost the county anything. It's just going to come out of our own budget for this fiscal year, and we'll be able to handle that. And now we'll be able to remotely go and take care of these veterans that need it. They could not come here.
So you need a laptop, that's what you're saying, or two?
Laptop and
Laptop and just remote access into the network.
Okay, into the network now, okay. So you just need one?
just one. We have one already, and then IT is going to come down and convert the other one. And then we'll have the ability also to scan documents and everything else. So,
Good.
Great.
thank you.
Is there any questions for Mr. Rose? Any other discussion? Okay, thank you. It's a motion to approve the report.
Move to approve, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Relative reports are for our own information, but the next one is the community clinic report. I believe there were 98 total patients that were looked at under medical. And as I've already mentioned, they're giving free lung scans and mammograms. And of course, a dental clinic is also a very valuable asset. And 32 patients were served in January.
And Mr. Chairman, I think Lisa Carden has now taken over that, I believe.
Correct.
And she'll be our kind of a point person for us there on things.
Okay.
I know Rita's still there, but Lisa's kind of helping out.
Rita's doing the medical.
Okay. And Lisa will be doing the dental side of it for us.
Okay.
Very capable person.
Well, good. They do provide a
Yes,
very
they do.
important service for our community. Okay, next one is Center report, you want to bring us up to, I think y'all met in January, didn't you?
We did have a meeting. I do want to thank a dear friend of mine, Detective Sergeant Sam Jacobs, Shelby Police Department, will be retiring March 1st. He's also going to retire from the Ag Board. But I would like to, I know Sheriff's worked with Sam all them years too. It's just really good guy. We're going to miss him at the Ag Board, and we'll miss him at the Shelby Police Department too. He's a super good individual. I just wanted to thank him for his service to the Bedford County Ag Center, and we will be looking for a replacement for him on the Ag Board.
Okay. I noticed when I was reading the minutes that I think it's still at 22, so you might want to.
Get through that, yeah.
Yeah, you might.
But I get my secretary,
Yeah, it could be confusing. If you get a few months away, was that this January?
It was this January. We don't
Okay.
have that change.
Okay, good. All right. Okay, on the old business, the resolution to amend the zoning resolution of Bedford County, Tennessee has been referred to the planning commission, so there's nothing else to do on that. And we passed a moratorium, and they're still working on all these changes and everything else, and I think it's to the betterment of the county. There's a lot of questions and a lot of things that the planning commission is doing. I think they're trying to create a master plan. There's quite a bit of things that go into that has to be studied besides just, of course, the first thing is identifying goals and objectives. But there's a lot of other things that you have to be concerned about, and I think most of the concern on the commission, in particular in the last few months, has been future growth and development. I mean, that's a great concern, and what kind of impact that has on public facilities, whether it's water or sewer or solid waste or fire protection or EMS or roads and traffic or whatever. But all those things needs to be discussed and questioned and debated, and hopefully we can get a comprehensive plan that is suitable for everybody, the people that are building and the citizens of our county as well.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
I think there is a community meeting on
March 7th.
March 7th about the master plan
The Red Center.
at the rec center. And I think it's
6 p.m. It's in room 1. I've got it here.
critical
announcements.
based on what you just said.
Yes.
Everything that you just said are critical components as we deal with growth and infrastructure and the crushing growth that we're going to see that's going to cost us a lot of money. And so, Mr. Chairman, you're right on the spot. We need to be on top of this, and we all need to be figuring out how we're going to pay for it, because we're going to pay for it.
And the best thing, it's open to the public. I mean, the public that's absolutely the biggest outcome of this moratorium. It allows the public to have more input, whereas we do things here, just in standing committees or on the floor of the commission. Sometimes the public is not, they don't have input. They do indirectly to us as their commissioners, but they can't force their opinions, but they can hear. So it is, I had down announcements. It will meet, the planning commission will meet the rec center, the 7th of March at 6 p.m. It's in room 1. I think that Soil and Conservation may be having their banquet at the same time.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure. So there's going to be, somebody's going to make some decisions as to which one you're going to go to, but there is a conflict there.
Yep.
I looked at both of them, and it is what it is. You just have to make a decision. Okay,
One more thing.
Okay.
The FASTA application. College due this month, the end of the month, so please just make a note, get it done as soon as you can, because we need you to go to college and we need you to be in our workforce real soon. Thank you.
Of course, we had a couple other things. Of course, the Ethics Committee did meet. Tony Smith was elected chair. Commissioner Julie Sanders is secretary. We had a general review of the new ethics model, and then we dismissed. So that has met. We've had the organized meeting. If you have any questions, of course, all of us have the amended ethics policy. So that's good. You just need to review it. If you have any questions, hopefully we won't have to meet again unless we're needed. The homeless task force, we had a good meeting there, and we have Commissioner Hooker here. He chaired it, and I thought it was a wonderful thing. We met for about an hour. Do you want to mention some of that?
I apologize for not having minutes to, I'll get that.
That's okay.
We had 14 of the 18 members We did identify some different angles, both resource-wise, and we had a lot of constituents here. We had about 20 constituents here. I'm thinking about, I probably took about 15 or 20 calls since then, so I think we're gonna have more constituents the next time. So I think this is a particular subject that everybody is well, has a lot of ideas on, and I think it's gonna be a very collaborative group. Again, it's been a great partnership between the city and county. Their involvement has been wonderful through this. And so our particular meeting, everybody participated, which I think is, it's always hard sometimes when you get meetings together. But everybody participated. I think it was extremely well received. And again, as we have action items, we'll definitely bring it to this group.
I was impressed as well. I was fortunate to be able to serve on the committee, but it was nice that we had an officer from the city police force, Letitia Diaz, spoke and gave a lot of insight to some of the local problems, and most of them are in the city. And then, of course, our jail person, Lieutenant Chris Cook, was there as well and had some input. He works with these people as well through our jail system. So it was very well conducted. I appreciate you being able to do that, Commissioner Hooker, and I think it was a productive meeting. I agree. When is the next meeting? I do have it written down, but you can tell us. Do you have it?
It's gonna be March 14th at 5:15 in this room.
Okay, so we do have one. It's the meeting the same day we meet in the general meeting, and we meet in here at 5:15. Okay, good. So we need to get that on our calendars. I do want to thank the mayor's office and Suzanne from, last meeting, where we were going to have an overflow crowd, and they were able to move us from here into the old courtroom. And I do want to thank them. It's not easily done. You have to move IT people and this and that. Thank all of y'all for doing it. And it just had to be done. We had so many people. Our citizens were going to be here, and we needed to have an open area to where we could accommodate as many people as was there. But I do want to thank the mayor's office for that accommodation, because I know it's a headache. Okay, I don't see anything else. Anybody else got any announcements? Okay, yes, sir. Mr. Maddox.
In regards to contracts, what are the rules in regards to how the commission approves those contracts? Is it every contract that's over a year, or what's the specific rule in regards to?
A lot of that comes out of the budget and finance, and Robert Daniel determines about maybe all of them. I don't know if that's the case, but
We opted under the 1981 Act, which is different than the 57 Act, which other counties work. Under the 81 Act, it consolidates all the finances for the county commission, for the school board, for the roads, and education. It all comes under that 81 Act. It's a consolidation to where the finance director, any contract over a certain amount and over a certain period of time must come through the finance committee. It's different than the 57 Act that other counties work through. So it's a complicated process. So to answer your question in the general term, yes, contracts must go through finance for them to be approved or extended or modified in that degree, as opposed to coming, and then it comes to the general county commission in their meeting there.
Yes, Commissioner Vick, I
Yep,
understand.
yep,
I
okay,
appreciate that
okay.
clarity. But I guess my question is it possible that we can possibly take a look at all contracts that have any sort of fiscal responsibility or any sort of liability, the county may take on any sort of liability? Is it possible to take a look at ensuring that the commission votes on all contracts that would have that type of liability on the county? Just a question.
a lot of those things are, yeah.
It's too restrictive.
But I mean, contracts are, we see the contracts, if they're over a certain amount. The department heads have a certain amount of supervision in that area, and that's their baby. And then the 81 Act allows the finance department head to be able to manage those
Right.
contracts. But he does come back to the commission if it involves a certain amount of money and if it's over a certain amount of time. I know that.
Think of it in terms of bankruptcy, as a bankruptcy trustee. And that's basically what you got, is the authority that a bankruptcy trustee has over a bankruptee. Everything has to come to that trustee for it to be budgeted in and then approved to go out. And that's how that's how this 81 Act basically is designed.
So, and I understand, I appreciate that, but I think it's important for us to at least know what that threshold is. I feel a little embarrassed that we as a commission don't understand what that number is or what that timeline looks like. I mean, all of us, including me, right?
And what's the dollar amount?
The dollar amount, I'm not sure.
No.
Oh, huh.
I don't remember a dollar amount.
Yeah, we need to get Robert to answer those
You
questions.
can get Robert next for that one, easily. There's a bunch of different numbers.
It sounds right, but I don't know. I'd be afraid to guess.
But I've never been told I couldn't look at something if I had a question. You go to finance or department,
Mr. Maddox, if you've got some time, I would set an appointment with, Robert Daniels, and he will certainly be able to answer all your questions. I'd get all my notes and write them out, and then I'd go in there and then have him answer them.
Thank you, Mr.
Yes, sir.
I encourage, as we move into the budget too, to, take notes and if you've got questions, and can't get an answer just from, one of us or something, keep that list and go see Robert. Don't wait till the commission floor, I guess is what I'm saying, because he doesn't have all this data and information there.
Okay, is there any other business to come before the committee? Committee? If there's none, motion to
Move
adjourn.
to adjourn, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, so moved.